Hey, everybody. Thanks for being on with us tonight. My name is Jen, and I am a Riman representative. I have been with Riman for just a little bit over a year, have been fortunate enough to build a large national team. And in the interest of your time, we are going to get right to work because there is nothing more precious than that. So, a little bit about us. We are a brand new company. We were established in South Korea in 2018, didn't get here to the US until recently. Before arriving in the US, we did $3 billion in revenue. That's billion with a B in the tiny country of South Korea, which is basically the same landmass size as Indiana. They have about 50 million, the population there. And we sold 40 million bottles in that short period of time. So about 40% of South Koreans use this product. And Korea, I don't know if you know, but Korea is known as the skincare capital of the world. Did you know that? Drop a one in the chat if you knew that Korea is the skincare capital of the world. Korea is to skincare as Paris is to fashion. Angela knew. Hi, Angela. Dory knew. Christine knew. I didn't know until I learned about Riman. And actually, it was my daughter, who is a young 20 something, who told me all about Korean skincare. And what I love is that it has clean ingredients. And what Kristen and I both love is not only does it have clean ingredients, but it works. So we are joined here tonight by my friend Kristen Corbett, and she is a professional. She owns this beautiful high-end salon. She is an esthetician, a salon owner, and she's going to talk to us in a little bit about why she chose Riman at her beautiful salon. So, like I said, we're new here to the US. We launched in December of 2024, hasn't even been 2 years. And what you get with us is first movers advantage. So, timing is to direct selling as location is to real estate. And you are here, you're hearing about this tonight at the very beginning. And you are here because somebody cared enough about you to invite you to hear this information. So please let us know in the chat who invited you here tonight. Who do we have to thank for getting you here to this presentation tonight? Before Riman even got to the US, it was number 22 on the direct selling news top 100 list. So this is a global list where they take all of the direct selling companies and, thousands of them, thousands and thousands, right? And they rank them. And this is the top 100, very special to make that list. And we were number 22 alongside companies like Herbalife and Scentsy and Avon and Tupperware and all those companies that with the long legacy of being direct sales companies. And here we are, brand new, already on the list. So, little question for you. This is the see if we were paying attention question. But you know what? If you're like me, even if you were paying attention, you probably don't remember this. But what year was Riman founded? And how many bottles have already been sold in South Korea? Let us know in the chat. And we're going to give you a minute to fill that in. Julie was invited here by Sonia. Wendy came through Annette. Millie came through Dr. Rimka. Yes, I saw it. Dory got it. Good job, Dory. 2018 and 40 million bottles. Wendy got it as well. 2018. Exactly. All right. So now we're going to move into the ingredients. So we're going to show you some before and after pictures in just a minute. And when I saw the before and after pictures, I was blown away. And I thought, gee, could I really get my own before and after picture? I was born in the 1960s, and I thought that my next move was Botox or a facelift. That's where I was headed at my age until discovering this line. And when I tried it, I got some very rapid results. And I thought, how is this even possible? What magical elixir is this? And what I learned is the ingredients are pretty remarkable. So our formulator, our team of formulators, were studying something called tiger grass. And tiger grass is used in the wild by actual tigers. So when they hurt themselves, they search for this patch of grass and they lie down in it and they sleep in it and they roll around in it because they know that it has skin healing properties. It's anti-inflammatory. So that is the tiger grass, and our team was studying that. Now, our company has access to something called Jeju lava energy water. It sounds a little wacky, I know, but this is water that has been filtered for over 400,000 years beneath the bed of an active volcano on Jeju Island in South Korea. This water is extremely pure and pristine. It has an incredibly high mineral content, as well as rare minerals that aren't even found on Earth these days. Think about what was happening 400,000 years ago on Earth. And so we have access to that. So our formulators thought, what if we watered the tiger grass with this energy lava water? And what happened was remarkable. The plant grew. So typically, tiger grass is about the size of a nickel, and it grew to the size of a palm in just 10 days, being watered with this energy lava water. So our formulator decided to put this on skin, and it was rapidly healing the skin. So he knew he was onto something. And what he did was he nano liposomalized, I don't even know what it's called. It's liposomal technology. They put the product through a microfluidizer. Now, microfluidizers are typically not used for skincare, they're used for pharmaceuticals. For example, when you are using an estrogen cream or lidocaine cream or testosterone, any sort of cream that needs to penetrate the skin, that is run through a microfluidizer. They are very, very expensive pieces of equipment, and typically skincare companies don't own it. Well, we got one, and we microfluidize our products, which means they penetrate into deeper layers of the skin, causing rapid healing to the skin. Now, because these ingredients are penetrating deeper, they need to be clean, and that is one of the important tenets of Korean skincare. They have clean formulations. So this is premium skincare, and we have two different lines. The first line is here. These are our green giant byung pool leaves. This is the Centella asiatica, the tiger grass leaf that was watered, that grew from being tiny to being large. So this is our original ICD line. This is where everybody starts. When you see a before and after picture on Facebook or on Instagram or wherever you get your before and after pictures, it is most likely coming from this line. And then some people choose to upgrade to the Radazone 100 line. This is for more mature skin, for drier skin, and this penetrates very deep. 100% of the ingredients are microfluidized. And as we said, these are clean formulations. Riman bans over 3,000 harmful ingredients. So does anybody remember from 2 slides ago where we talked about the powerhouse ingredients? There are 2 ingredients that help to heal the skin and soothe the skin and restore the skin. Please let us know in the chat the names of those powerhouse ingredients, and we are going to move on. Oh my gosh, all of a sudden all my texts are up. Okay, they're gone. Nothing. Let's go. And these are our results in just 30 days, some as quick as 12 days. Look at this pigmentation in 12 days. Day 32, very, very quickly. Typically with skincare, you're told that it is going to take 90 days to see results because you want to go through a full skin cell renewal cycle. Our results happen much faster. Look at the results, look at the dark circles. So if you have anybody dealing with, you got it, Veronica, you got it, Dory, lava energy water and Byung pool. Michelle got it. Yes, giant Byung pool and Jeju lava energy water. Thank you for answering. Those are our hero ingredients in Riman. But look at these before and afters. They are absolutely remarkable. And of course, you're all going to want to get your own before and after picture. And you're certainly, if you're looking at this from a business perspective, you want to offer something that people want, right? So we are now going to hear from our guest speaker. Kristen, thank you so much for being on today. I love when the professionals get behind this brand. And we have so many salon owners and med spa owners and estheticians, people who really know beauty coming on with us. So Kristen, tell us a little, how did you get here and what do you think?
Hey Jen, thanks for having me
Hello.
tonight. I am still hanging out at my salon. I like hanging out here. So this is where I'm in Orlando tonight. So I have been a hairstylist and owned my own salon for the last 8 years. I've actually been in business for 8 years, but I've been a stylist for over 17 years. And I mean, hair care and skincare to me go hand in hand, especially being an esthetician. So I learned about Riman through one of my favorite doctors, Dr. Rimka. She's loud and proud, but I also knew that she really wasn't using anything on her skin. And so one day I was following her and she was talking about skincare. And I said, what is she talking about? So as I listened to her, I was by myself in the salon and I said, she is onto something. And if she's doing this, I'm doing this with her. I didn't even talk to anybody about it. So I was also looking to incorporate something that was more holistic, something that had cleaner ingredients. Because being an esthetician, I was all about chemicals. Like, you have to have chemicals to get rid of acne or to get rid of hyperpigmentation or any kind of condition. But wow, I was wrong. So I am just so grateful that I did hear about the skincare. And as I have been on board and using it, not only on myself, but in my salon and on my customers, clients, it's been over a year now, and there is no looking back for me. I want to talk to you tonight, not only as a hair salon owner, but as a consumer. As a consumer, I have been around a lot of different products. I've used a lot of different products and the efficacy of this product, once again, the fact that 3,000 ingredients are banned from this product and the affordability absolutely blows me away because I know we've all had the product graveyard out there. And this is something as a consumer that I have been consistent with. I get excited about using these products. And if you want me to send you the video, I will. It takes me 2 minutes and 36 seconds to apply my products onto my face. So it doesn't take that long. It doesn't take long to brush your teeth. You can do this. But as far as the consumer goes, that's how I feel. But as being a hair salon owner, it's really important to be able to share with your clientele the best of the best. And you want to look out for the integrity of products. You want to make sure that they're using the right products on their hair, on their skin, and they trust you. They want to hear from you. So, as many products as I can get my hands on through my distributors, through having a cosmetology license, I mean, this is what I recommend in my salon. This is the only skincare that is in my salon. And as far as the hair care, I mean, I might have a purple shampoo here or there for blonding, but I don't have an array of products. Ramon is my product go to. Not only do I use this on my clients, on myself, but it's at my back bar. So if you're getting a shampoo with me, you're getting the shampoo, the conditioner, the serum, and any of these before and after pictures that you're seeing on my Facebook or Instagram, you can be sure that these products have been used. Another thing, I think sometimes people think, oh, it's so easy for you because you've got a hair salon. Well, most of the time people are coming in to get their hair done, right? So it's hard sometimes to talk about both. However, what I've been learning, if you're a hair salon owner or a hairstylist, is in between while they're processing, I like to let them touch, smell, feel it on their hand even. And even that, they're like, wow, it's so light. It's great. So it's really, really awesome. And I think, Jen, with that, I'm going in to speak about the hair care products too, right? Okay. So here it is. This is, now people pronounce it different. I say the Deserticola hair care. Now, I don't know if you can see this bottle. This bottle is 16.9 ounces of goodness for $33. I mean, most of the product that I get my hands on is only about 8 ounces, and it's probably $40 to $50. This is a no-brainer, $33. And then I use also the Bodo Lab conditioner. It's a wet conditioner. It looks like water. And you put this in the hair, and it's so good for nourishing, removing oils, impurities, but it actually helps with the follicles. It helps with hair growth. And it doesn't matter if you have super thick hair. It doesn't matter if you've got thinning or fine hair. Both, both heads of hair can use this product. And then I close when I'm getting ready to blow dry their hair, this serum. I mean, I know you see me with a pixie haircut. This serum lasts so long. And I used to be a big, we won't say the brand, but let's just say it's derived from Morocco. Let's say that. And I don't even carry that anymore. I am all about the Bodo Lab. It is amazing. So I've got all my clients on these products, but between the combination of the skincare and the hair care, you cannot go wrong with this company. It's blown me away.
Thank you, Kristen, for sharing that. And I love that you said that too, that people say, oh, you must have such an easy time because you're a hairstylist. No, it's a fine line. You have to really gauge the reaction to the person in your chair. And as just I'm just a mom who does this, right? I don't have a salon or a business or anything, and have been able to build a multiple six-figure earning business in just about 12 months, which is insanity, right? So it does not matter. Professionals, we love that they're on board, that they understand the products, and that they recommend these. I mean, Kristen's integrity is on the line with what she recommends in her spa. So it is so cool to hear your perspective on that. Thank you, Kristen.
Thank you, Jen.
And
Can I add one more thing?
oh yeah, sure.
Sorry, a couple
Oh,
other things that I want to talk to you all as far as being a business owner. It is also like, here we are, the business owner, and like you said, reputation's on the line, but these are top tier Korean formulations. And that's a really big deal because it's so effective and the innovation of this product. But it's also when you are in a salon and you are the provider, you're also providing convenience to have done the research for the customer where they don't have to do all this online. They can listen to what you say. And like I said, there's a trust factor. So I really think it's so important that we just talk about the fact that this is a top tier Korean formulation that no other company has. They might think that they have, but there is nothing on the market like what we have.
absolutely. And people are asking about color treated hair. We find that it works very well with color treated hair. Kristen, are you seeing that? You might have color treated hair yourself, correct?
Well, yes, mine's completely bleached. Yes, absolutely. Color treated hair, I recommend. And I did a keratin today. You can also use this for keratin treatments. I had someone buy product after they did their treatment today. Also, as a stylist, if you want to take this serum and do a couple pumps in your bleach, this also helps almost like an Olaplex, where it will help, not compromise the hair as you're highlighting.
That is awesome. It's funny. I thought of you this weekend because I was away with my kids and my hair gets very, very frizzy and very curly and it was like really just frizzy and bad. And I was looking at it and my daughter's like, well, you gotta use the serum like Kristen. I'm like, oh, yes. So I took the serum, put it in my hand, and I just ran it all through and it just smoothed it. I was gorgeous. I'm like, why didn't I think of that? I always use it wet, but you could definitely use it on dry.
You can. And the one other thing, I put it on the wet hair, and typically I would, once the style was done, I would put it on dry hair, which I do. But this is also considered a heat protectant, which was hard to wrap my head around because typically any kind of serum or oil you don't want to use as a heat protectant. Think about oil in a pan when you know, fry an egg. So this, although it's got an oil consistency because of the ingredients and how amazing and clean that they are, you can also use this as a heat protectant. So
Thank you for
you
saying
heard
that.
it here first.
You heard it here first. And Dory's saying that your hair looks so soft, and that's what happens. Your hair is just so
Thank
soft and shiny,
you.
manageable and healthy. And oh, P.S., it grows back. There was a
Mhm.
study done in Korea that it regrew hair by 61%. So that's pretty darn amazing. Kristen, thank you for sharing all of your knowledge and wisdom with us. We appreciate you. Thanks so much. And now let's talk money. Because if you're starting a business, what can you make? You probably want to know. So I'm going to go over just a couple of the highlights. So one of the things that I know Kristen and I both love is that once you hit a rank, you lock it in. So you keep that rank, you don't drop back down. At a lot of direct selling companies, when you hit a rank, that's great for the month. And then the next month, you start back at zero again and you have to earn yourself back to the rank that you already had. Not here. When you hit these levels, you get to keep that commission moving forward. Even if the next month you only make one sale, you still get the higher commission that you had earned. And we don't have any auto ship requirements, so there's no purchases required. You don't have a minimum, a monthly purchase. You don't have an every 6 months. There's no quotas or anything like that. It's $20 and you get a link. And I thought to myself, having been in direct sales for many, many years, I thought, well, gee, how's everybody making money if there's no required purchases? It's because the products are so good. And that's one of the things that our head formulator said. If a company requires you to purchase those products aren't very good. Our average customer purchases every 7 to 8 times a year, and the average purchase is over $200. So that's a true testament to the power of these products. And again, no subscriptions or fees or anything like that. So let's talk about where we're headed here at Riman. Riman released a 100-year plan, and this is a little bit about what is happening. First, they released some makeup. I don't know if y'all have seen the makeup, but it is pretty darn remarkable. It is makeup that doubles as skincare, or I like to say it's skincare that gives you a little bit of coverage, right? And it kind of gives you like an airbrushed look to it. It has an amazing quality and it goes beautifully over our skincare. So these are some of our directors using the makeup. This is, I'll just talk about mine. This is my clean face. I did have lashes glued on, so those didn't come off. But other than that, I went and put everything on my face except for the lashes is a Riman product. So pretty remarkable what it can do for your skin, and you can see the transformation, and it doesn't settle into the fine. If you're older like me, it doesn't settle into the fine lines and wrinkles, which is absolutely gorgeous. And we have these beautiful lip colors as well. So right now we're running a special that I'm going to go back for a second. If you buy 3 of these, you get a free setting spray. The setting spray, yes, it does set your makeup, but it is also incredible skincare. So it's an elixir filled with the giant byung pool plant and the Jeju lava energy water. So we have people that spray that on their face a couple times, 3, 4 times a day to just get a quick skincare fix. And it gives you a beautiful luminous glow. Now with these colors, you want to pick a shade that is your natural color and then 2 other colors. So for example, if deep is your base color, then you'd want to go with probably a natural beige and a light to provide highlights. So we have some makeup tutorials. Reach out to the person who invited you here. If you need a makeup tutorial video, we can send it to you. I use personally the light and natural beige. I'm right between these two colors. And then my highlight is the fair. I do the highlight up here and I do it right down the center of my nose. And then the deep is I use the bronzer. So I do, the contour lines, right, with the deep. So right now you can buy 3 of those, get your 3 colors, and then get your setting spray for free. And we have a lip special. So we have released 3 limited edition lip colors. And if you buy all 3 of those, you can choose one of these colors for free or choose the lip oil for free. So that is happening right now through tomorrow night. And if you decide to join us as a planner and then purchase the special, you also get paid a commission on that. We get paid commissions on all of our personal purchases as well. So it's a lovely way to save some money while building your business. So in terms of our 100-year plan, this is what we have so far. This is the campus on Jeju Island in South Korea. Jeju Island is the Hawaii of South Korea. It is an absolutely beautifully gorgeous island. And look how big this is. So this is the size. I don't know if you've ever been to New York City, but a big city block. This is the size of 3 massive New York City blocks, and we are just getting started. This is going to be expanded all over the place here on Jeju Island. And in fact, this is where they are expanding the Riman Smart Farm. So Riman owns every bit of their manufacturing process. This is how they're able to keep the prices low. They're able to keep toxins out of their products because they grow the plants, they process the plants, they package them, they create the labels and the bottles and the shipping. Everything is owned by this company. It's called vertical integration, and it saves them a boatload of money so that the prices are able to be kept very, very low. And if those of you who have used the products and have noticed, the very reasonable prices, maybe drop a 2 in the chat if you are happy with the amount of things that you get. My favorite is the that big oil cleanser. It's like this big. I think it's $25 and it lasts for months. Like, come on, you can't even beat that at the drugstore. This is affordable luxury. So our owner, when he made his first $1 billion, instead of taking that and buying a jet or a yacht or a 3rd beach home or whatever it is that people do with all their crazy amounts of money, he took that money and he put it back in to us, the distributors, and he built this beautiful luxury resort that distributors can come to and gather and use and learn. So it's called the Riman Village on Jeju Island, and they are in talks about building one here in the US, North America as well, which is very exciting. So listen, you are hearing about this first for a reason. In another year, the whole country is going to know about this. Now, where I live just outside of Boston. I'm like wearing all my Boston paraphernalia today. I live just outside of Boston, and this has completely taken off. So there are all kinds of reps all over the place sharing this. So if where you live, there aren't a whole bunch of reps, that means that you really do have first movers advantage right now. And even if you are in the Boston area, I got to tell you, it is still pretty darn wide open. So please make the decision tonight and say, I am going to lock arms with you and I am going to go, because I do not want to look back a year from now and think, oh my gosh, I should have joined Riman before everyone else. My life would be so different. Thank you all for being here. Please get back to the person who invited you here tonight and let them know that you want to get started. Have a great night, everybody. Thank you so much, Kristen. You are the best. Bye.